In today's video, we're going to talk about the super cartel that was allegedly controlling Europe's drug trade. The most important members of the cartel were eventually brought to justice, except one. Let's see how the clan functioned and why many mobsters were attracted to Dubai. Arresting the members of the super cartel. The arrest of the top Balkan drug trafficker in Dubai immensely helped shed light upon the super cartel, its structure and its functioning. Europol and the DEA joined forces to carry out the operation called the Desert Light. Which eventually led to arresting dozens of suspects worldwide. The operation took place from 8th to 19th of November, and it was an international action since the suspects were arrested in many countries, including the United Arab Emirates, France, Spain and Belgium. The arrest of Edin Geçanin, also known as Tito in Dubai, was considered the biggest success of the Desert Light operation. Besides Edin, who is considered one of the top 50 drug traffickers in the world, Zuhair Belkhair, Dutch-Moroccan high-position drug trafficker, was arrested during the operation. The massive international police operation resulted in 49 arrested people, excluding these two. Super Cartel. Super Cartel, besides Geçanin, was run by Irish drug lord Daniel Kinahan, Italian mafia boss Rafael Imperial, and Dutch-Moroccan drug trafficker Ridwan Taghi. Altogether, they were considered one of Europe's largest criminal groups, handling up to a third of Europe's multi-billion-dollar cocaine trade. In 2017, they were spotted and photographed by DEA agents while celebrating Kinahan's wedding in one of the most luxurious hotels in Dubai, the Burj Al Arab. All of them were eventually arrested except Daniel Kinahan, while Geçanin was released. The super cartel wasn't officially an alliance, but it functioned very well. More likely, the cartel was a great example of crowdsourcing, with various criminals pooling their money to buy cocaine cheaper in bulk. All of the members had their associates in countries that were producing cocaine, and that enabled them to buy it at reduced prices and sell them in Europe afterwards at a hefty markup. With most of the clan members behind bars, this lucrative business is most likely over, but still their mechanism was very efficient and interesting. Geçanin would frequently buy bulk quantities of cocaine from the ex-Colombian Norte del Valle cartel and independent Peruvian producers. On the other hand, Imperial partnered up with some of Italian's most influential criminal groups, such as Camorra and 'Ndrangheta on one side, and the Colombian group Urabenos, also known by the names Gulf Clan and Gaetanista Self-Defense Forces of Colombia. Besides collaborating with them, he managed to present himself as an independent individual, which helped him evade and survive quarrels within the Camorra. Ridwan Taghi cooperated with South American countries and usually sent his allies there in order to negotiate cocaine deals. One of his allies, Razuki, was arrested in Medellin, Colombia, while his other companions were arrested in Suriname. Allegedly, they were working together with Urabenos. He was accused of leading a large drug trafficking organization that imported tons of cocaine into Europe. Daniel Kinahan also collaborated with Urabenos, but with Panamanian Anthony Alfredo Martinez Meza as well, trafficking cocaine from Panama's port Manzanillo to Spain. He's the leader of the Kinahan clan, which was created by his father, Christy Kinahan, in Dublin in the 1990s. The clan is also thought to be one responsible for some of the mega shipments, like the one containing as much as 36,000 pounds or 18 tons of cocaine seized in Philadelphia en route to the ports of Antwerp and Rotterdam in 2019. The fate of Edin Geçanin. Geçanin was born in Bosnia but raised in the Netherlands. He's widely regarded as one of the top 5 Balkan drug traffickers. He managed to run a profitable drug trafficking business between Latin America and the Balkans, regardless of living in Dubai. He controlled significant production capabilities in Peru, with at least 5 cocaine production labs, either under his direct control or under the control of his associates. Not only was he trafficking cocaine, but he was also importing precursors for the production of amphetamines. That's exactly what sets him aside, because other European drug traffickers usually didn't control drug labs. Thanks to this, Geçanin could source large quantities of cocaine at wholesale prices. He was the leader of the so-called Tito clan, as well as the head of a drug trafficking network called the Tito Andino clan. At first, many sources claimed that his arrest would have an immense impact on the clan, weakening its position. Meanwhile, another criminal organization was supposed to take over the position of Tito and Dino clan, and a new mafia boss would become the head of it within a couple of months. However, unexpectedly, Tito was freed completely on 29th of December, evading extradition, allegedly due to lack of necessary paperwork. Correspondingly, some sources suggest that Tito's location and status are pieces of information that are publicly unavailable. They state that he can be anywhere until now because he's currently not facing any legal issues and has no further reason to stay in Dubai. Many institutions, like the Dutch Public Prosecution Service, remain very concerned about this situation, rejecting the alleged lack of paperwork. Zuhair Becher's case. Zuhair Becher, a Dutch-Moroccan drug trafficker who also got himself arrested during the Desert Light operation, was accused of smuggling vast amounts of cocaine through the Rotterdam port. Like Gacanin, Becher was also released by the authorities in Dubai. Becher's lawyer, unlike Gacanin, gave a statement to the local media in which he revealed everything about Becher's current situation. Reportedly, his client has been released after payment of bail and is currently waiting for the extradition process. The Dutch and the Americans are very frustrated and infuriated by the fact that both Gacanin and Becher were freed, although they were accused of some very serious crimes. The situation is very complex and controversial, and it opens many questions in the public globally. Dissimilar to Gacanin, Becher is facing legal issues and is waiting for the extradition process. Despite that, many people doubt he is still in the country and think that he might have left Dubai for some unknown location. Where are the other members of the super cartel now? One police official from Belgium said that the United Arab Emirates only arrest drug suspects at the request of other countries after extreme political pressure and negotiations, meaning that many criminals remain free. On the other hand, the UAE frequently releases criminals, as well as using the alleged lack of official agreement or procedure as an excuse. Besides Gacanin, Irish mobster Dan Kinahan, ex-promoter of boxer Tyson Fury, is also free at the moment. Other crucial members of the cartel, including Dutch drug kingpin Ridwan Taghi, Ricardo Riquelme Vega, also known as Rico the Chilean, and Rafael Imperial, the Italian mafia boss, are either behind bars or on trial. Vega was convicted and given 11 years of prison in the Netherlands, while Imperial was arrested in 2021 and extradited to Italy after months of exhausting diplomatic negotiations, including multiple visits from Italian politicians before the UAE finally decided to extradite him. Meanwhile, Taghi is on trial for 6 assassinations, while he's also under accusation of organizing many other assassinations, including the Dutch journalist Peter de Vries in central Amsterdam. The Italian law enforcement source stated that Taghi would also walk freely on the streets of Dubai if he hadn't assassinated the son of a famous Moroccan judge by accident. Consequently, the Moroccan king sent his people to deal with Taghi, and the UAE couldn't offer any resistance. Future expectations. Except for Gacanin, who was released and his whereabouts are unknown, Kinahan is also free, at least for now. He somehow manages to avoid the authorities, but it's important to point out that his family, along with him, are currently under US sanctions, so it's unclear for how long he'll be able to successfully avoid the authorities. Some Irish media suggest that he left Dubai and settled in Asia in search of a safe haven. Dubai was long considered a safe hideout for criminals from across the world. Non-extradition, 7-star lifestyle, lax financial rules, free trade zones, and the international flavor were the things that attracted many mobsters to Dubai. The latest events were then unthinkable for the criminals who decided to move to Dubai. But lately, everything changed immensely, and Dubai's reputation is being re-examined for sure. The United Arab Emirates has closed a deal with Europol, which might be a ray of hope that the country is really trying to lower its crime rate. That deal was crucial when it came to the latest arrests. However, the real effort of the UAE to stop drug trafficking is arguable, because billions of criminal money is constantly being invested in Dubai. Time will eventually tell if it was an honest agreement between the UAE's officials or if it was all a farce. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and comment on this video. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like what we're doing and wants us to continue with more cool content. Until the next time.